Fire, 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 fire.
NPCs in video games by NakeyJakey. By the way, chat me. Tell me if it's too loud.
I am Jarborius. If you're looking for wares, I have plenty to sell. I will also buy your wares, even if you just stole them from me. My son! My baby son, my boy! My baby son went missing in a really awesome cave nearby.
Why does everyone in Skyrim lose their kids in like caves and shit? I remember doing this in another D&D game. Well, not another one, but like in a D&D game. Volume's good, but the blue things to shut up feels okay, man. I will never shut up. Ever.
Will you find him? Oh, heavens. Not the solution I expected, but no! I suppose that would do. Very well. He is so beautiful. Much better than my first. Thank you. I love you.
What?
And here I thought you would never ask. From the moment we first shared our gaze.
This went from 0 to 100 real fast. Jesus, dude.
How could this be?
No!
After all we've been through and
oh, you broke his heart in like 2 seconds, man.
Like some putrid little plaything. Very well. You must leave. Now. This instant. For I have nothing left to say to you. Only the finest wares. NPCs, aka non-player characters, are exactly what they sound like. Any character that is not the player. It could be friend or foe or side quest giver, boy kisser, gun getter, sentient critter, kings and queens or a kitty cat's litter, car crash victim, Keanu Reeves. The term NPC actually originates from the ancient tabletop game Dragon Dungeon, where the Dragon Master would have players interact and speak with imaginary non-player characters created, voiced, and controlled by the
this kind of reminds me of a story, but when I played D&D at one point, our D&D dungeon master had a character that was an NPC, and one of my friends that was in the, in the party flirted with him, and his girlfriend got jealous and told him to stop doing that. She literally told him to stop DMing because she got jealous of him flirting with the female NPC that he was role-playing with the male guy friend. I was like, holy, you are insecure. I'm not kidding. I wish I was capping. I genuinely, she said, well, you need to stop playing D&D with your friends. It's like 4 hours out of our Saturday together. And I was like, dude, like it's for fun. Go talk to your other hoes in D&D. Yes! How insecure do you need to be? Dude, she was kind of a fucking crazy bitch. I'm gonna talk a lie. She's metagaming? Dude, crazy. I had a friend who did that, but with porn for their ex. Wait, that's a bit different, though. If you're looking at porn of your ex, that's kind of weird, man. I feel like that is kind of crazy. Did it turn out she was cheating? I don't know. I stopped talking to them, but my homie who was our DM roleplayed with my character's mother, and it was the most hilarious shit. So conspiracy nut who's afraid of people who are getting infected by brain maggots. What? No, their ex had porn and they broke it off as a result. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, never mind. I thought it was like watching porn of their ex while they were together in another relationship. That's fucking weird. Picturing seeing like some PS1 era NPC girl on screen, your girl gets jealous. Yes, it was literally like that. It was so bad.
But while these NPCs have an endless amount of interactions and potential responses thanks to the power of human brain, NPCs in video games present a really complex challenge for developers. Every single action performed by even the most insignificant NPC has to be designed and programmed and written and potentially voice acted and animated. When people pretend to be NPCs on TikTok, there's a reason they do super repetitive looping movements and only say like 4 different things over and over and over. But I think certain NPCs can be pretty interesting to talk about, because video games have gotten pretty clever since the days of Grandma's Atari.
It's the Xenomorph.
The Scorpion. All right, Grandma, let's get you back into the dungeon. It could be as simple as knocking on a wall in Metal Gear Solid and the guard going, "What was that noise?" which blew my mind as a precocious child. Or it could be as complex as cats vomiting everywhere in a tavern because they stepped in beer that spilled onto the floor and then groomed themselves and got alcohol poisoning, because Dwarf Fortress is a full-on simulation of life inside the—
Dude, Dwarf Fortress is actually wild. I remember one of my friend's dads played Dwarf Fortress and he told us a story about his entire Civ collapsing because they got poisoning from like a bunch of bugs getting into their beer and basically like killing the fortress that he had building for like a couple of days in game. Like 3 days played. It was so bad. They all got poisoned to death, and he didn't know about it until it was too late or something. It was wild. I had no idea Dwarf Fortress was like that. I've never played, and I'm afraid of playing and getting addicted and losing 3 years of my life to it or something. You should play it, especially the new one, the updated one. Only a true gamer can build a sustainable fort. You cannot predict the things in Dwarf Fortress that happen sometimes. They're so wild.
Garfield residents. Drew Garfield, that is. That's right. I get to call him Drew because we're buddies. I've divided my NPCs into 3 categories, but there will definitely be some crossover. Townsfolk, interactable VIPs, and enemies. Enemies are Scrooge. It's the holidays, baby. These are usually your bottom-of-the-barrel NPC-ass NPCs. Talking about random people on the streets of Los Santos that are very easily angered and always want to fight you for some reason. Copy-paste townsfolk in Assassin's Creed that you're not supposed to kill, but you do it anyways, and the game's like, dude, Ezio wouldn't even do that, dude, stop! The general expectation with these NPCs is that even though your interaction is usually limited to just killing them in hilarious ways, you hope
I didn't like killing NPCs until I got bored in the game.
Whether this means running from explosions or gunfire,
it's the tank
to get out of the way of your car,
Saints Row. That was
in
awesome.
place and going, "I'm not afraid." In a lot of games, townsfolk will only seem to exist wherever the player is and show like very little agency of their own. But Oblivion's Radiant AI system said,
dude, I forgot how bad Oblivion looked, man. It's so... Oh, look at that thing, man.
And jobs and lives and important things.
That was revolutionary back in the day, too.
Fucking sense. Oblivion NPCs are often remembered.
Oh my god, look at that mouth.
Funny, haha, janky moments. But I'm bummed that Bethesda seemed to pump the brakes on the Radiant AI stuff after Oblivion, because it can make for some really entertaining emergent gameplay. Unexpected things can happen in the varied routines and lives of each
look at that
individual
nose.
NPC can make the game world feel a bit more reactive and alive instead of every interaction feeling incredibly scripted. Speaking of scripted, Red Dead 2 has really great detailed NPCs.
I love the RDR2 stories, man. They were awesome.
There's some level of interaction beyond just killing them, because you can say,
what's wrong with my nose? Get a new one.
Even if none of it actually affects the design of the linear, boring-ass missions. What the f***? Who said that? Get out of my dojo. Watch Dogs Legion said, okay, gamers, you can play as any NPC in this game, and we're gonna give them jobs and skills that you can take advantage of. And even though the execution of each simulated NPC's life ended up being a bit shallow, I think it's a really interesting twist on the traditional
You mean
background
Arthur,
NPC.
not
In games like
Arthur.
Majora's Mask or Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing or The Sims, each citizen
No
is
nose
like
fuck shouldn't
actual
talk. I have a nose, look. It's right there. It's an anime nose. Leave me out of this.
Person that does not give a rat's ass if they inconvenience the player. It is up to you to cater to the NPC schedules, not the other way around, which I think would be pretty immersive, but also, it is the middle of the day. Why are you
NPCs,
not at
man.
your store? NPCs having actual names and some level of interaction is a great segue into the next part of the video. Oh my god, NPC.
Thank you for the sniffer. I have have a nose, by the way. Fuck you.
See this, NPC that. He's looking like a QPC, quarter pounder with cheese. Hi, I'm Jakey, and Jakey, attorneys at law. I'm a very busy lawyer guy, and the other day I wasted precious hours of my time just trying to cancel
Jakey, attorneys at law.
And it sucked, and I hated it.
No, not an ad.
Well, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. This personal finance app allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, build a custom budget, and grow your savings all in one place.
I'll do an ear dance while I'm doing
Rocket Money to identify and cancel those monthly recurring subscriptions without ever having to get on a phone call, which is great because I don't remember how to do that. What are you? Rocket Money helps me monitor my credit score and see important changes in insights.
I'm doing to the beat of the ad.
I also use Rocket Money to set up smart savings, which can automatically deposit a specified amount however frequently I want, which is great because I'm trying to save up for another suit. All three of us wear the same suit and it's really stinky. To save more and spend less, join the 3.4 million members using Rocket Money today. We've got the hookup. Go to rocketmoney.com/NakeyJakey or click the link in the description to get started.
That's a long ad,
you
man.
can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/NakeyJakey. Started for free. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Now let's see what other side quest quarter pounder with cheese over here has cooked up for us. You
all right, I'm ready.
Fuck off. These interactive freaks
Hello,
are
I
a
see
tier
spicy
above your generic background act. Me, exclamation point above my head looking acid. You know, characters with clearly better graphics.
Cyberchunk.
Merchants, companions that offer you
That's what I was waiting for.
Shut up. You didn't even ask for. Fuck off, mate. I bloody know what I'm doing. A lot of the time you have to annoyingly wait for them to stop talking and then follow them to some destination.
Yeah, I hate escort missions, man. They're so boring.
That is neither your walk or sprint speed, so it's really frustrating to try to match.
It was a little bit laggy, yeah.
This is a direct shout out to Bethesda. It is 2023. Why are we still doing this talk?
They really have this shit in Starfield. I hated this shit in Skyrim and every other Bethesda game. Holy. What is this music? Is on the tip of my tongue? I'm not sure.
A good interactable NPC has stuff like unique and memorable character design, consistent and thoughtful writing that doesn't sound like a 15-year-old wrote it, a convincing performance that is believable or, at the very least, entertaining. Merchant from Resident Evil 4, Voss from Far Cry 3, Wheatley from Portal 2, that fucking cat dude that lies to you and
it has wares if you have coins.
Skyrim. Everyone and everything you interact with in Undertale. Can I get Toad on the screen? The entirety of Baldur's Gate 3, which probably has the best NPCs and companions of any game in the world of all time. Yeah. The amount of times that this game actually takes into account the choices you've made, the relationships you've nurtured, the people in your party, the fucking items in your inventory. I feel like every person has a story about some time an NPC did something they didn't expect and surprised them, and I think those are some of like the best moments in gaming because they make the game world feel alive. Some of you might roll your eyes at this next example, and I totally get it, but I just still think about it all the time. In The Last of Us Part 2, NPC enemies who are actually really smart, they'll sometimes be put in a down state where they'll like beg and plead for their life and be like,
oh, I didn't know that. They actually had that in the game?
No, don't do it. And if you do any interaction other than kill them, aka walk away and do nothing, they will eventually magically stand back up and go right back to shooting you, because as smart as the AI is in this game, they only possess one potential end goal: kill. This might be
wait, they should have it so they just run away. I think there's some games that have that. I think in GTA maybe? Not sure.
Most common type of NPC because they are a tale as old as time, jail as old as grandma. Who keeps letting you out, you old bag of beans? Red dot on the map that wants to kill you. Goomba that wants to kill you. Doggies that want to give you a little kiss and then go. Good enemy design is dependent on so many potential factors. The shape, the size, the speed, the sounds, the color and scent
by the way.
Blood. Is it
Kitty,
green?
can you stop? I'm trying to watch.
Shared among good video game enemies is a competent level of artificial intelligence.
Dude, AI fucking still sucks, by the way.
The question of how good of a magician the AI is. Halo's pioneered use of behavior trees for its fantastic ensemble of enemies makes the same 30 seconds of gameplay fun to repeat over and over because it's never going to play out the same way. Fear's enemies pioneered the use of goal-oriented action planning to give the very convincing illusion that this squad is smartly and tactically working together to aggressively pursue your little scared ass. Starfield's enemies use emoji scripting and just stand around waiting for you to shoot them like a carnival.
Dude, even Fallout 3 had better NPC management than this. Like, this looks pretty ass.
Shooting gallery mini game. I'm sorry, but god damn it. It's 2023 and there are games from the 90s whose enemies are still running marathons around these guys. That pun is intended. Most of the stuff is above my pay grade, but if you're interested in learning about it, there's some really great videos by AI and Games and Game Makers.
Is that Starfield or Star Citizen? No, it's Starfield. And people are like, yeah, Starfield's actually a pretty good game. I don't know, man. Fallout 3 had better AI at this point, to be honest. And that game is like 10 years old.
I love enemies that will evolve and adapt to your actions and not just do the same predictable thing over and over again. Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War have some of the best enemies that can actually make even dying fun.
Oh, shit.
To the Nemesis system. Not only will orcs adapt to certain actions if you do them too much, but they will remember who you killed and how you killed them and help you create these amazing little narratives within the game.
Cool.
It's a shame that Warner Bros. Patented the Nemesis system because having an interactable hierarchy of enemies is such a fantastic concept. A big thing tying into good enemy design is difficulty, and unfortunately not all games approach increasing the difficulty with the same level of care. As much as I love some Bethesda games, they've always done the dumbass thing where increasing the difficulty doesn't actually change any AI behavior.
No, it doesn't.
Just doubles their health and gives them
or doubles
more
their damage.
So now instead of a mindless shooting gallery where you just go up and shoot people, you hide behind something and chip away at a bullet sponge for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly my idea of fun. I'm sorry I keep talking about Starfield. Clearly, I have a lot to say about it. But I think,
to be fair, in Fallout, at least in Fallout 4, I do remember that you could still do the strategy of just jiggle peeking and shooting them. But at the same time, sometimes the enemies would just run at you or throw a grenade, or they would shoot shit at you like a bazooka. Like, it wasn't that bad. But still,
a game like Ghost of Tsushima approaches increasing the difficulty in a much more interesting way, where the enemies will actually become more aggressive, and even though now they kill you in like 2 hits, you also kill them in like 2 hits.
So
it
graphics,
this beautiful dance
badass
of passion and gamer precision.
Yo, he's pulling out a bow and arrow and shooting at him, dude. Actually
play it
cool.
on lethal. It's the best way to play that game. I think we all know that the eventual future for NPC AI is AI. The implementation of shit like ChatGPT in existing games with mods is already super impressive and honestly really scary. But I could totally see AI becoming a super valuable tool within the toolkit used to create meaningful and
it just needs more polish, man.
It can make games a bit closer to having that limitless human brain dungeon.
Right now, I think AI kind of chugs
with NPCs. I just hope we don't let AI become the death of meaningful and creative game experiences.
I mean, they all look the same, but like I understand what he's saying.
And just get
the art thing.
Completely procedurally generated ass Creed games like every 2
hours.
If you want more NPC-centric content, I highly recommend checking out any Austin's videos where he does some investigative cyber journalism to discern the unemployment rate in Skyrim cities. I really love his videos. I don't know him, but I think he has
Whiterun has a 9.4% unemployment rate. Isn't that pretty high?
Thank you for watching my video. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you next time.
Yay, good video, good video. Yay. Yay, clappers in the chat. That was a good video. Very cool. And good examples, too. Hey! Spotify's work. Thank you. Clappers flop. Very good. I give it a, like, excellent. Good suggestion, too. NPCs in video games by NakeyJakey. It's less than most parts of America. Oh. Mommy! Piss. Shit! Piss. Fuck. Fucking shit on calm. Piss myself. Fuck. Piss. Fuck. Piss.